welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port. It's Barnes, it's Tony, it's Michael. How we doing, fellas?
I'm doing fine, dude. Lovely morning here.
Yeah.
On this hump day.
How was the gym?
This morning was good.
What was the workout?
Shoulders.
Okay.
Shoulders are good, quick, but you feel good afterwards because it's like, obviously all shoulders. Like you're not really focusing on much else. Sauna sesh was nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Throwing it in.
Good way to cap it off. Sunrise.
Oh, yeah, sunrise.
Finally got the chest workout in yesterday.
Yeah, how do you feel?
So sore. And the best part is it took me 7-8 minutes because I just did like 4 sets of 10, kind of quick back to back. Like
right.
The cables, this machine, I guess what's that? The pec fly machine, and then just the incline dumbbell press. But I don't know. I feel like with lifting sometimes I don't really need to rest. Like, I kind of just pump it out. So just did that and then right to the cardio. And now we're just real sore, but a good sore.
A good one, right?
Yeah. So we're getting there. Shoulders is the only thing left to do. I guess legs technically too, but legs is always. Well, come on, Tony. With these tree trunks, do I really need to do legs? I mean, I guess for definition.
You know, you should start with legs. For legs, Barnes, you should just start with like leg press, and those machines just to start. And then once you start getting more into it, hit the squats eventually.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is squats only.
Right.
That just targets everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
No, I'll definitely have to do that. And then I was riled. I found a little trick with the sauna yesterday. Again, like not hot. And I saw someone do this once before. The dial outside, give it a little 1-2.
No way.
I swear to God, the place was almost on fire.
Oh my God.
So
nice, dude. There you go.
Barnes one time hits it a little too hard.
Yeah,
falls asleep. Oh. Next thing you know, the alarm's going off.
300 degrees in there. Oh my God.
Too funny. But I'm glad I was able to figure that out.
Me too.
Before we get started here, I heard this on 98.7 this morning. I was telling Mike, this is a really good trivia question. I'm curious if you guys will get this, okay? So the question is, who is, for quarterbacks in the NFL, the all-time leader in yards and touchdowns for a quarterback that's never played in the postseason?
Wow.
And it's someone who's played for a team, nearby in the past 5 to 10 years.
Wow.
5 to 10 years. Nearby, never played in the postseason, you said.
Never played in the postseason. And a very popular guy. Very popular guy.
Leads in – I know who it is. Oh, no, I don't actually. Hold on. Let me think.
So 5 to 10 years?
Yes, and he was one game away from getting there with this local team a few years back. And he's a legend around the league. Like, everyone loves him.
I know, Tony.
You know who it is?
I know. I'm saying I looked at your face, and
it's tough,
agree
dude.
with you.
He's
no. Just
okay.
Give us a second. I know you want to give more guesses, but I feel like that's a lot. I feel like Dave didn't get that many.
All right, you're right.
Cues.
He did. They kind of just got it right away.
So 5 to 10 years.
At first, I was thinking Michael Vick, but he was in the postseason.
He's been in the postseason. He's been on a bunch of teams. Too.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a record, but he's.
I have a guess, but I feel like he's played in the playoffs. This guy. That I'm gonna say.
Well,
Is it Fitzmagic?
It is Fitzmagic.
Yes.
Wow, dude.
He never has.
Remember the playoffs?
He was one game away with the Jets. They lost to the Bills.
Yep.
And then he was on the Dolphins. He was on the Bills. He was on the Rams.
Yeah,
all those years he didn't make the playoffs.
It's funny. He has like 4 daughters or something like that. Some number like that. And 1 year when he was on the Jets, he had played for like 7 teams, and all of his daughter and her friends for like Spirit Week. Yeah, they all wore one of his jerseys.
Yeah,
all 7 of them.
He's the man though.
He was at the Bills game.
Bills game, no shirt,
hammered, starting Bills Mafia chants.
Oh my God, he seems like a guy you would be good friends with.
Honestly, I was never a really big fan of him.
What?
I think he was on Miami. I think it was. I think he won like the first
And
2 games of the season, and then he comes in the post-game conference with sunglasses on.
But he doesn't know the story behind
hanging.
it. The wide receiver, I forgot his name, gave him that swag because he was like, you deserve to wear this, basically.
Right. Yeah, but see, I don't think he deserved to wear it at all.
I don't know.
I think
Fitz magic.
Yeah.
And he looked like a stud with that outfit on.
He did.
Yeah, sure, but I don't know.
Tony, you got to at least give him credit. I mean, he went to Harvard. It's carved out this 15-year career and probably has made, $60-70 million.
Sure. No, I mean, good for him. I just thought, he could have been a little more humbled given that, he made quite a few mistakes.
If he had a big stash instead of the beard, I feel like you would have liked him.
No, he was good with the beard. I'm a big beard guy.
Okay.
It's funny that you brought up a trivia question from 98.7 because I heard one this morning as well that really piqued my interest. Of course, Rothenberg did get stumped.
He's the best.
Unbelievable, dude. Because the question was outrageous.
I want to hear
it. It was like there's 5 colleges and universities that have had a Super Bowl winning quarterback and a president of the United States.
Yes.
And he asked him just to name 4.
And he got the 5th. Yes.
He got all 5.
I was listening to that.
Yeah.
What are they?
It was Stanford, Delaware, Michigan, Naval Academy, and then I forget the 5th.
That won a Super Bowl and
Super Bowl winning
Miami
quarterback
of Ohio.
Is one of them?
Yes.
Miami.
And Roethlisberger.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah.
And he named the presidents and the quarterback.
Named the presidents. It was like Michigan was Ford. I know that.
And Brady. Delaware was Biden and Flacco. Flacco.
I forgot who Miami, Ohio was. Wilson or something.
Yeah, I forget. Naval Academy. The quarterback was like a no name, but I think it was Ford.
No, Ford was Michigan.
Ford was Michigan?
Yeah. Jeez, I forgot who I think maybe it was Wilson, actually. It could have been Wilson, because back in the day, Naval Academy makes sense. Mm-hmm. But what a guy, honestly.
Craziness, dude.
Dave is the best.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It just is.
So that was fun. But yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. But let's get started in the world of the National Basketball Association.
The Bulls LeBron James at the buzzer. He banks in the 3, and the Lakers win the game.
Yes. All right, so we did have a trade yesterday in the NBA as Bol finally gets dealt after the first trade fell through. Him and PJ Dozier go to the Celtics. We have Bryn Forbes to the Nuggets, and the Spurs acquire Hernan Gomez in a second-round pick.
Oh, my God.
And to top that off, Bol is out for 3 months with foot surgery.
That's why they didn't want to do the trade.
I was going to say, you think, that's probably why it fell through, right?
I was wondering why, but, dude, you know what? The Celtics are gambling, and I fucking commend it.
Yeah, no, I love it. And I think Forbes for the Nuggets makes sense. Some more offense. Yep. But feel bad for Bol, though. Another injury.
Like, of course, he didn't get to play these last couple of years. Didn't get PT. And
how long do you think he was struggling with the foot problem?
Probably since the offseason.
Yeah, right? So maybe that's why he didn't get much playing time, too. You never know.
I tried to tough it out,
but couldn't do it. Yeah.
But, you just always get nervous of big men with injuries.
Yeah, but Joel did have the same issues. Remember?
Yes.
Joel had
foot problem, right?
Same issues.
Yeah.
I mean, even
a Big Mac issue.
Knee too.
Yes. And so, I mean, it is remarkable how Joel is turning around. I mean, I completely wrote him off. I mean, you don't miss the first 2 years of your career and then play like 30-something games and then just consistent.
Did you see the new highlight reel of him?
No.
It was like put in the work, the caption, and you could become a legend. And it was a compilation of him in his post game and how identical it is to Kobe and Jordan and those guys.
Wow.
It's ridiculous. Like how his footwork is. He's a 7 foot them.
Right.
It's weird.
Right.
It's crazy. And he dunks like Shaq in the paint.
It's funny. He's kind of like, even though he's probably at this point a little older, but it's almost like a good parallel with like Giannis. I feel like he's in the same spot now in terms of needing to win that championship, get the monkey off his back, and
right.
He's the same age as Giannis.
He is. Wait, Giannis is 27. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay.
Dude, and that's
I thought Giannis was younger.
Like, he could just go on a 3 championship run right now. Basically.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's essentially entering the prime, like his prime right now for the next, I'd say maybe 6 years. Hopefully.
Yeah. So, and I would love to see the numbers he would put up in an NBA final. You know what I mean? It would be like a Shaq situation.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
I think we'll see a trade with them, and then you'll see like a run, a nice finally a run for Embiid. You know what I mean?
And do you think it'll be a mistake to get a better player? Obviously, it depends who. If they combine Harris with Simmons to get someone, because I feel like he does so much for that team. Tobias Harris.
Yeah.
What would you if you were
who the person
Portland trade straight up Simmons and Tobias for CJ and Dame? With a pick, maybe, you know.
Yeah, they probably want a couple picks. Maybe throw in Curry, bring him back home.
Jeez.
I wouldn't put Curry. I'd do Matthias, yeah. Be interesting. But just to get him another, like, just Dame himself. Like, I know.
No one else.
Oh, my God.
But I don't get with this abdominal situation.
I know. It's that's a tough injury.
But I don't remember anybody, like, missing long-term, like this.
He must have like a tear in his abdomen.
It's got to be so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Anytime you breathe or move, it probably hurts.
Yeah.
Which obviously, people tend to do those two things. Like,
yeah. I honestly was getting nervous because I haven't done chest in a while. Like, I was going real quick. I don't want to like tear my pec. I know that injury is like insane.
I know. I mean, as long as you weren't like,
I wasn't going
too much weight,
but I was going very fast. Stretching. I don't know. You're a big stretch guy?
Yeah, stretch guy.
Yeah, I just
length is strength, dude.
Yeah, I just never do it for some reason. I don't know.
You got to do it.
Yeah,
should do it.
Time to do it.
Give it like 15-minute stretch session. It's nothing.
Yeah. No, it's worth it. Obviously. So last night, I mean, Michael pretty much hit it right on the head.
Mm-hmm.
We had the Timberwolves 112, the Knicks 110. Crazy game of runs back and forth. Fournier was on fire, hitting 5 3-pointers, really getting the crowd going. Randall actually finally had a nice game, almost triple-doubling, making his free throws. Kemba came back, and the Knicks were down, I think, 11 early. And then they get their lead up to 9 midway through the third quarter. But then it all unravels in the fourth as they fall by 2. And, they didn't really keep Minnesota's big three in check. I mean, they combined for 58. So just all in all, I mean, just a gut-wrenching loss. I mean, that was the first thing that Clyde and Mike Breen said right after the game. Just a tough one to take.
No, it really was, especially like you were mentioning, for that third quarter, they put up 40 points. You think at that point they'd be able to kind of roll into the fourth quarter with some steam, but it seems like they just didn't have any left.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. So, like we've been talking about, is Reddish the guy that changes that. And then Burks, it's amazing how far he's fallen. I think he was scoreless last night.
Yeah, he was.
Wide open look for 3 for the win, and it just, just doesn't drop it. It's just like last year that shot drops.
Yeah, what are you doing? It's not like he didn't play. He played like 17 minutes too. So
yeah, it's like he's almost in like cut territory. I just feel like, I don't know, Grimes and Quickly. I mean, they're just so much better off with those guys out there. So it just, I don't know, like it in your eyes, like how do you correct this, Tony?
Well, honestly, I do think, like I was saying, I think it looked like they were pretty tired, honestly, that fourth quarter. I don't know. I mean, maybe these guys aren't running as much in practice, maybe, because, I mean, only scoring 19 points in the fourth quarter. They looked, sluggish, I should say. And then the 3-point percentage, 31%. Fournier was 5 for 10, but I mean, Reno was 0 for 4 from 3. Barrett was 2 for 7. I mean, obviously you got to improve a little bit with that. And I guess getting what's his face and Reddish. Yeah. That's got to be an answer. I mean, I don't know. I think, did we say we thought he was starting last night, right?
No, I don't know if it's like conditioning. Or something. Yeah, he's close though. I think it's like the next game he might get in, so which will be good, obviously.
Interesting. Why does it take so long?
Thibodeau's a chief, honestly. I mean,
he really is.
So isn't like a contract thing where like you have to wait a few days for him to play?
No.
You can just get up and play.
Really?
He's just trash.
And then also, I mean, just looking at the minutes here, the fact that Quickly's only getting 9, but Burks is getting 17. I mean, I think Burks has to be removed from the rotation at this point. No, Michael? I mean,
Burks?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. That's why Cam's here.
But why does Thibs not like Quickly though?
I don't know. He must like he's weird, dude. Like with playing time, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. He loves veterans, dude.
Yeah,
it's
like
so
Gibson
weird.
25 minutes and Obi 9.
Yeah, like what?
I just think
Like, I get it, dude. I get it. It's so cool. Like they're like, you know what you're gonna get from them, but like I think that's the best part is like you don't know what you're gonna get from the youngsters. Who knows? What if you give Obi more minutes, you give Quickly more minutes, you give these guys more minutes, and they fucking ball out?
Yeah. No, I couldn't agree more. So
they're young.
Right now, they find themselves 1 under 500 here, and hopefully they can start turning around because nothing's better when the Garden's going and the fans are riled up. So obviously, that was a tough one. The other game from last night wasn't close, so I got this one wrong, Tony. You got me. Warriors 102, Pistons 86. This could have been a 60-point win. The Warriors really took the foot off the gas in the second half. They led by 34 points at one point. End up winning by 16. So, I mean, it's just one of those games kind of going through the motions, get the win. I mean, there's really not much to take away from it other than that.
Yeah, pretty much, I guess. I mean, I don't know how I feel about taking the foot off the gas the second half, though, dude.
Yeah. I mean, why?
Why is right.
I mean, Clay had 21, though.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Could have had like 40 probably.
Yeah. No, but don't you agree, though? I mean, easily could have been a 40, 50.
Yeah, no, really. Again, like we were saying, if they didn't let up in the second half, I mean, 66 points in the first half and only, 35?
Yeah, 36
points.
And they scored 33 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Yes, it was all the backups. I mean, none of the starters played 30 minutes. So, but I mean, you want to stack victories. That's what they're doing.
Right.
So hard to argue with that. But yeah, that was really it from last night. Short slate, of course, big slate tonight. So definitely good opportunity for some picks. So let's start with you, Tony.
Oh wow, dude! Starting with
getting right into it.
Let's get right into it, dude. Ooh, there are some good games tonight, huh?
Yeah.
All right, you ready for this one, dude?
Yep.
Your Indiana Pacers are in LA tonight playing the Lakers. The Pacers got this one, dude.
With their 3-17
with their 3-17 away record. Doesn't matter, dude. They're bound to get some. They're not gonna lose every game, dude. They're not gonna lose every game. I don't know. I feel like Westbrook is going to throw up maybe like 8 threes, make one of them. Lakers looking to break a 4-game losing streak right now.
Even though they won their last game.
What? The Pacers?
No, the Lakers. Oh, I thought it sounds similar.
Did I say Lakers though?
It sounded like you said Lakers, but
I thought I said Pacers, but I could have said Lakers, I guess.
Yeah, I think you did. But no, because I figured
Michael.
I wasn't.
Damn it.
But I think, you're trying to always, put that sword in, so that's why I figured you were thinking Lakers, that they were on the 4-game losing streak.
Anyway, dude, let's get some bonus in here. Give me like 25 points for him. James, off night. Maybe I'll have like 21. Give me the Pacers winning this one. 110-108.
110-108. All right.
For the under.
Really no respect there, Tony, huh?
No, I got none, dude.
No respect.
LeBron would be complaining to the ref the whole time. Throwing up his arms in the air, flailing like a baby.
Arms in the air.
Possibly having a cramp situation in the fourth quarter. And that's it, dude.
All right. I mean, I guess, that's what you got. That's what you got, right?
Oh, my God.
So I am going to say here, and this kind of goes against, what I usually do, because I've been big on Cleveland all year.
Oh.
But Chicago has been playing awful out of nowhere. All of a sudden, they're losing.
Yeah, but they've been missing Caruso.
Right.
Levine
as well.
Right.
Ball.
Right. But I just think right now tonight, they want to make a statement. Everybody pump the brakes. We've been one of the best teams in the league all season. Just because we've lost 4 games in a row doesn't mean that we're not going to be one of the better ones by the time the season ends. And while, like you mentioned, Levine, Lonzo, and Caruso, big pill to swallow, but you still have Vucevic. You still have DeRozan. And DeRozan, obviously, a big reason why they are to the point where they are this season. So I think this is going to be a very close game, but give the edge to the home team here. Give me the Bulls 115, the Cavs 113, and DeRozan, the game-winning 15-footer as time expires, and we get an over as the total is set at 217.
Wow.
What do you got, Michael?
I'm going to go Philly over Orlando. Finally, a career night for Embiid in points. Let's see what it is, actually.
Wait, did he have 50 before?
I think so.
I think so, too. Oh, my God.
They're going to go 7,331.
Yeah.
It's a lot for one game.
Wow, dude.
I didn't know he broke the record.
20.
Average points per game. Oh my god.
I feel like the stat department's messing with Michael already.
Yeah, right.
It's got to be 50.
50.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, we
there
knew
we
that.
go. That's
There
a
we go.
Rothenberg. Like I had it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yep, exactly. I'm going to go 55, though.
Okay.
Just getting over it. 8 boards. He doesn't really like go extreme with the rebounding. He's kind of like one of those hockey second assist rebounders, tips it out to the guy type thing. 8 rebounds, and I'll give him 7 assists. And they literally beat him by 35.
Wow. That's
30
a big number.
Oh, and did you see
5.
Clay yesterday? I'm back.
Did you say that?
No, but he
Oh.
did hit a dagger 3, buzzer beater.
He's back.
He's back.
Put it frank. Tony.
To put it frankly. Is it my turn now?
It is.
All right, dude. I got a good game, actually. Charlotte Hornets are in Boston tonight playing the Celtics. I'm going to go Hornets tonight, dude. I just got a good feeling about this one. Both teams have won 4 out of the last 5 games. Charlotte, of course, just beating the Knicks without Ball. Ball is in tonight in the lineup. So I imagine them to do pretty well. The Hornets, I think it said they were 4th in the league in terms of 3-point percentage, almost at 40%. The last time these two teams played, Celtics won, but it wasn't overtime, and Tatum had like 40-something points. I don't think it's going to happen tonight, dude. So give me the Hornets. In regulation, give me 115 to 111.
Yeah, they're rolling right now.
I like it. I think they're better than Boston.
Yeah,
because,
I think so, too.
Something is off with Boston. They got to switch something up. So definitely like that one. Hornets, one of the more exciting teams in the league.
I love it when
Getting
Barnes
them
tells
all.
me he likes my pick.
Yeah.
Good morning, Mom.
I'm not always a contrarian.
No, yeah, but
No, I mean we're probably split down the middle. I would say with agreeing on stuff. It's not like
yeah,
it's like
50-50 sounds.
you though. Sometimes with the stuff that I say, I want to say
Well, it's just a little outrageous.
maybe 70% disagree. Sometimes.
60-40. Come on,
60.
60.
I'm gonna go with a a good matchup here between the Grizzlies and the Milwaukee Bucks. You look at this game, and both teams with good records this year, and in terms of their last 5, Grizzlies winning 4 out of 5, and really, I think they had the 10-game winning streak before that loss to Dallas, and then the Bucks have actually lost 4 out of 5. But this is one of those situations where I just feel like Grizzlies, everyone's getting ahead of themselves. The Warriors, this, that, NBA Finals, and it's just like I think the Bucks at the end of the day are a better team. They're at home. They're embarrassed that they lost back-to-back games to Toronto and Atlanta, and also lost back-to-back games to Charlotte. And like we said, they're not a bad team, but the Bucks are a better team, Tony. So I think this is one of those games where, despite it looks like Holiday might be out, doesn't matter. You have Giannis. That's all you need. And I think he plays a little match the dealer with Joel Embiid. And he has 55, as well as 17 rebounds as the Bucks throttle the Grizzlies 135 to 115. And we get Bucks covering in the over.
You think they'll contain Ja?
I think Ja 10 points.
Whoa.
3 assists.
Oh.
Kind of like a Burke shooting night from 3.
Oh no.
Give it that. Yeah, that's what I got. Michael, one more.
I'm gonna go. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Oh, the deep.
I'm gonna go Minnesota. Back-to-back wins. I'm gonna go Towns. There's gonna be 3 55-point games for the first time in NBA history.
with Karl Anthony Towns dropping 55. And that face right there is what he's going to do. You missed it. But it's all right.
I saw it.
I
saw that face.
I'm going to go 122, 125.
I love it. The Hawks are just not, I don't know. They're not cutting it this year.
No.
Great story last year, big winning streak, interim head coach, all that. Almost like it's like the Knicks and the Hawks, like after all this hype last year, have kind of done the same thing. Hawks even worse, than 700, 500.
Oh,
I mean, that's disappointing.
What's the deal with Trae Young? I feel like you started slow, picked it up.
Yeah, I mean, he's averaging 27.7, 9.4 assists. He's healthy now, though, right?
Yeah, he's healthy, but it's like, I don't know.
Just that time he was out. But yeah, a lot of good games tonight. And it's funny with Minnesota. I like them in this game as well. And it's like, I have to admit, I think I was wrong on this one. I kept saying, they got to do something. They got to trade someone. This group, it's not going to work. And now I feel like you just got to add maybe one more guy. And maybe next year, just like the Thunder, they're a 50-win team as well.
Yeah. Let's go, Barnes. Get in there.
I don't think they need to miss any more threes. But yeah, full slate. So it should be fun tonight. But for now, let's go to the world of the National Hockey League.
In they come. Simmons, what a save by Vasilevsky. Are you kidding me? McAvoy, Frederick, did you get the license plate number on that truck? McDavid, beautiful move. You just knew that Connor McDavid was going to make a statement. What a goal.
I mean, I guess he kind of made a statement yesterday, right? Was that from yesterday? The thing you sent me on Instagram?
Yeah, it was from yesterday. Yeah. Draisaitl.
Oh, that was Draisaitl.
Visibly ticked off at that reporter.
I mean,
who do you think's to blame? Peter Rosenberg says that the athlete is the problem with it.
I agreed with that. However, Matt did make a good point where we don't know the rapport between this reporter and Draisaitl.
Sounds like this reporter's a dick.
But listen, dude, you're supposed to be professional.
So is he.
The reporter?
Yeah.
And he's asking
why is he asking him? Then he followed it up with a dick question.
Yeah, because then he was acting like a dick. That's
he didn't want to answer the question.
Clearly not.
He answered it how he wanted to, and that's that.
No.
Why do they have to answer the reporter's questions? Why? Why is that a thing? Why? Do you know what it's like to play a full game and then right immediately after a loss have some fucking loser in your face pointing a camera and microphone in your face saying, "Oh, what do you think about the game?"
Pointing a camera and a microphone?
And a microphone in your face.
I've been definitely ridiculed after games many times.
Okay, but you haven't had that.
Like when you got interviewed, you didn't want to talk, right?
What?
After we played one-on-one, I'm saying.
Yeah, he didn't want to talk.
Did he act like a dick, though?
Sort of. Actually, you did. If you look at it, you have a fucking stank face. You're giving me short answers.
Was I?
Yeah, you were.
What I say?
Go back, run the tape.
You run the tape.
I don't feel like it. Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No,
I was honestly just kidding around.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Mikey's a little ticked off about
No, because I hate that people are defending this reporter. Like, fuck off to the reporter.
No, he asked him
and he answered it. He said, "We got to get better at everything." And that's a good answer.
And then he asked him, like, can you elaborate?
No, and he said no.
He said, no, you do it. You're smart. He acted like a dick first.
Because they clearly he answered the question. Why do you have to keep pressing?
Doing his job.
No, and the athlete did his job.
No, he did.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, the thing that's tough is every league has these media requirements.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I mean?
In my opinion.
It is stupid, but it's like, but I guess like that's in their contract, so that's a requirement.
I don't know.
But then it's like at the same time, it really actually was a good question. I don't think he was trying to be
I don't think so either.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I get it, but like I don't hate on the athlete. Like,
right?
He's
but
pissed
emotion
off.
Is real.
Yeah, like they suck. He's pissed.
Yeah,
and that's his answer.
Rightfully
so stop asking more questions. Well, don't press.
It's the reporter's job. They are the press.
But
they asked the question, they got the answer, and shut your mouth then. Or he's not going to even answer any more questions to that reporter. Now he has no connection with that player. Now he'll never get another story from him. Is that good?
Yeah, I don't know.
But I have a feeling though that they had a run-in before.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Matt was saying too, which is very possible. But
we'll have to get up on our Canadian
dude,
Edmonton.
I don't care if it's their job, Mary.
Wow, coming out strong.
Have you ever been?
Yeah, I actually have.
For what?
For basketball. I played college basketball, like on a real basketball team.
I'm just asking. I don't know if it was in high school. Maybe
no, it was in college basketball.
All right. Was it like
It was right after the game. No, it's a reporter for the fucking ECC league.
Okay.
And it's annoying. You don't want to get asked questions right after the game. No athlete does.
I mean, that is what it is, though.
No
what
athlete.
do?
So but they're forced to be there. So if he gives you the answer, that's the answer. Shut up and that's it. That's your answer. Write it in the report how you want. That's my opinion. You guys can have your own opinion. That's fine. Right. It's just annoying that everyone's sticking up for the reporter like he's some saint. It's like, fuck that guy.
Well, I wouldn't say fuck that guy though. It's not like Draisaitl wasn't very nice to him either. Like, what do you want me? Like, what do you want to do?
You clearly just don't understand it from the athlete's point of view.
I do understand.
No, you clearly don't.
No, I do, but I still would side with the reporter.
Well, clearly you just don't.
If the reporter was a dick from the get-go, like
you don't think he was a dick at all with the follow-up question.
With the follow-up question?
No. Why would he follow up with that? He knows he's pissed off. He did that on purpose.
If he asked me,
he did that on purpose because he knew he was going to set him off, and that was the reaction he wanted. He wanted that.
You cannot assume the guy's intentions.
I know this.
That's ridiculous.
You know,
you are getting heated, Mike, just like the press. Yeah, well, because they're stupid.
But this situation aside, like one situation I have to say where I'm totally not agreeing with the player, like the whole thing that like Marshawn Lynch did, I thought was just annoying.
Says who? Who says who their athletes are public figures? Society?
What do you mean? They're in the eyes of the public.
But that's because society says they're public figures. What if they don't want to be a public figure? They just want to play the sport. Like Mike Trout, for example. Mike Trout doesn't give two shits about the press, two shits about contracts, sponsorships, anything like that.
You ever see Mike Trout be angry at an interview, though?
I've never even seen him do an interview.
Well,
so there you go. Bang.
Yeah, but you never seen him because he's in LA.
Because he doesn't want to.
No, he does.
Because he doesn't want to.
I've cut up interviews of Mike Trout.
But how many does he have? How many does he have? Is he like he's probably forced to do those?
Probably, but he sits there and he answers questions. And he's on a team like the Angels who suck. You think he's getting softball questions? No.
He doesn't care. He just wants to play baseball.
But he sits there and he does what his contract says to do. Yeah. He has a smile on his face about it. And the reason why you don't hear it about it is because he doesn't have dick answers and gets on ESPN. Have you ever seen an Edmonton post-game conference before yesterday? No. And you probably wouldn't have if Draisaitl wasn't a total dick.
Or the reporter. Why don't you think the reporter's being a dick? Why are you like sucking the reporter was a dick,
but I think Draisaitl was rude to begin with.
I don't know. I disagree.
Agree
to disagree.
Whatever the reporter's second question was, I think was stupid.
Yeah.
The second question was
welcome.
The second question was like, you were visibly angry on the ice. Like, do you think that's good for the other team to see? Like, that's a dick question. But right away, Draisaitl was like attacking the reporter.
Yeah.
Like immediately.
The reporter's attacking him, in my opinion.
I think
he knows him. They know each other. He knows he's gonna be pissed with a question like this. He knows he sees he's visibly pissed on the ice. So he sees he's visibly pissed on stage. He knew what he was doing. You guys want to think so or not? I know that.
I mean, I honestly think there's arguments for both sides.
Right. No, we're not reporters, Mary. We're not. We're podcasters.
You know, and also like just with Trout, for instance, like he has every right to handle interviews however he wants. He has all the money that he wants. But at the end of the day, I think he's almost hurting the game handling it that way because that's why the popularity, and I know it's not his job, but I'm just saying like being one of the best players in the league, it's just like, he's not marketable, and that's why baseball is lagging because like, they need national stars. So that's just the only thing that's kind of a shame. And with like Draisaitl yesterday, I don't think it matters because while he won the MVP last year, there's so many other notable names that doesn't change like how marketable the sport is.
No, I don't think so. But I mean, you can also argue that Trout, like you said, like Trout isn't marketable. But I mean, there are still other players in the league that are marketable.
Yeah.
Who?
And I don't.
Aaron Judge.
That's one person.
Ohtani's more marketable.
There's no one marketable
Jr.
in that league, honestly.
No one more marketable?
There's no one marketable in the MLB.
I don't think so.
Or they just don't market well.
No, I think that's the problem.
They don't market well.
But also, I don't know what the answer is either. Like, how you really.
Well, it's just MLB. There. I mean, the owners, like the whole league is old school. They don't care about marketing. Yeah. They don't care about their MLB Network couldn't even get players
to come in.
They could not get players to come in to be on shows.
Yeah.
The league doesn't want it. And that is the MLB's network. That's not someone else even.
Yeah.
Like we could not interview players. We would pitch ideas to produce videos and they just didn't want to.
I hope, but I just like I've been saying all along, they just need a new commissioner.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
please,
please, me and you could be co-commissioners, Tony. We just fix the sport, hands down. That's why it's the best sport, but it just has bad leadership.
Would you guys do it for free?
Yes.
No.
I just want to fix the sport and then I'll leave. And then like, all right.
What's that gonna do?
I mean, set the foundation.
And how much work it's probably gonna take?
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so last night we had a couple interesting games. How about the Capitals in overtime beating Winnipeg 4-3? So Tom Wilson, your guy, game-winning goal, his 12th of the year, and this is after falling behind 2-0 in the first. Mm-hmm. I thought this was a good win for Washington, who I think, like I had said yesterday, had lost 4 out of 5, whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. I just think they needed this win at home and against a Winnipeg team that they're clearly better than. And Washington, as they try to move their way up the ladder in this tough Eastern Conference playoffs.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I think honestly, it kind of
it's a good point, Mary. They're afraid of what they might say. That's a good point.
Ooh.
True. Players. In general.
Oh, like the MLB owners are afraid what the players are going to say?
I think she's saying like players are just, they don't want to do it because they're worried about what they're going to say post game.
Oh, okay.
She could elaborate in a sec.
Capitals.
Yes.
So, I think it kind of honestly mimicked, the game the other night where the Capitals were kind of behind. They had to come back and in this instance, they did come back. I mean, like you said, they were down 2-0 in the first period. They kind of crawled their way back with one late goal in the first period, another goal in the second period. I think Winnipeg scored first in the third.
Yes.
Tying it up. And then again, you see, Winnipeg comes back, ties it, or gets the lead.
Oh,
rather.
actually, I'm sorry, because I actually watched this whole game. So actually, the Capitals were up 3-2 with less than a minute to go, and Winnipeg scored that goal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So it was crazy, and it was one of those, like the guy's just sitting there near the net, look and just stabs her in. But I have to say, if there's such a thing as a puck or whatever you want to call it, the goalie for the Caps, Vanesic, I guess, is that how you pronounce it? Mm-hmm. 33 saves, and he let up 2 goals in the first 4 shots, and then blocked every shot after that but one. I mean, I just thought that was some grit, some determination, and really that's what they needed to do. Otherwise, they had no shot if he didn't put it on a performance like that after those early falters.
Right. No, yeah, definitely, dude. And, he kind of started the season a little slow as well. I mean, their goalie obviously was a little bit of an issue for the Capitals, especially because, a couple of years ago, they were supposed to have Lundqvist on their team.
Mm-hmm.
I know, crazy. Would have been terrible.
Like, bad for the league, good for them.
Well, it would have been bad for Rangers fans.
Yes.
What was the deal? Was it neck with him? Why did they have to?
No, he had a heart issue.
Oh,
on the Capitals.
When he got signed by the Capitals, I think he was playing preseason and had like a heart issue, like a rhythm issue. So he just stopped playing. He had surgery on his heart. Was hoping to come back, but ended up just retiring after that.
Yeah, and doing a good job. I think he's on TNT now.
He does a phenomenal job, dude.
Yeah.
He does like the intermission reports and stuff.
Yes.
Breaking down.
I feel bad for him.
We're gonna see him tonight.
I know. I feel bad.
I wish he won.
Yeah.
I know he
deserved it.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah. Him and Marty.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like I wanted him to win so bad.
But yeah.
That'd be sick if he comes back as a coach one day for the Rangers and wins it.
That would be crazy.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. I don't know how. I don't know.
You know what I was surprised though about the Canadiens, Tony. 5-3 over Dallas on the road.
I know.
Did you text Gino?
No, I don't want to get his hopes up.
But unbelievable. And then the fact that their goalie had 51 shots against 48 saves. I mean, they're talking about a performance.
Yeah, dude. Holy shit. I mean, honestly, that was the biggest reason why they were able to win. I mean, dude, 51 shots on goal.
That's like almost like record territory, right?
I don't know.
Honestly. I'm going to see it. I was just going to ask.
I mean, I can't see it being much higher, like 60, 65.
I could see it being a 1928.
Yeah. What is
100
that?
shots on goal.
What do you guys think about stats from then? Like, do they need to be added?
They always do these career
what
totals.
The fuck is
record
this?
shots on goal in a career. Oh,
I know.
More shots in a game.
Oh my
92, 1936. You weren't too far off.
By the Montreal Maroons.
They won 1-0.
The Red
Oh
Wings.
my god, dude!
6 overtimes.
That's ridiculous.
Who's the goalie?
He probably got cut after the game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little. It's honestly crazy. I would say that
He lost 12 pounds that game. Normie Smith.
no fucking way.
Wow.
I would say hockey has been probably the sport to like change the most, I think, in terms of play over the years.
The rules.
Not even just the rules, just the ability of the players, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, if you watch like hockey in the early 90s, in the late 80s, most defensemen didn't skate backwards.
Oh my
They would skate with you, next to you, forward.
Yeah.
Like that's ridiculous. Goalies didn't go down to the butterfly until like again in the late 90s. Brodeur was a stand-up goalie. Granted, he was obviously really good at it, but you'd never see a goalie who stands up like that anymore. Like the entire game has changed. I mean, you know, back in the 50s, back in the 70s, they didn't wear helmets because shots didn't go 95 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Like it's honestly unbelievable how the level of play has heightened so much. Honestly, just
so what do you
even in the past 20 years.
Do they keep the stats or should they start like because the NBA did a thing where it's like they only track stats from like the 60s or something. They have stats. They show the stats from, but like they're like only counting essentially.
So like
this this era stats. So
well, then what does that do for like records, all-time records though? Anything before the 60s doesn't count for an all-time record?
guess, yeah.
Interesting.
Doesn't seem very fair.
Yeah.
I know.
Probably, I guess, just leave it. Just know that the game was different.
Yeah.
Just like with baseball.
I mean, I was exactly. Most
exactly.
people do know, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, most hockey fans anyway do know. And will be afraid of what players will say and afraid of what the press will ask. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's baseball, dude. Everyone's pretty chill.
Let's just get back on the diamond.
Honestly.
I know.
Like, unbelievable.
I'm excited for the baseball season just because of the jargon here.
I mean, the jargon, the passion, the fire. I mean, it's unbelievable.
I know.
On a daily basis.
Dude, if we were
What would be the first move? What would be the first thing if you really think about it?
I would absolve the New York Yankees.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, obviously the DH in the National League.
Yeah, definitely universal DH. I think.
No extra inning BS.
Yeah, no runner on second.
No pitch rule and all that stuff.
I would probably cut concession stand prices in half. Besides, MLB is stupid for laying off. Oh God.
Yeah,
Furloughed, and then laid off.
But that's why we're sitting here now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, exactly. I think everything worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Tony doesn't think so.
Well, now you know, it's a good time.
He'd rather not be here.
It was a good one.
What?
No.
It was a good one.
No, I don't know. Just the situation was funny. Whatever, it's fine. That's just all I was saying. But I mean, what's up with Dallas though? Because they were one of the better teams, especially at home.
The Stars.
Yeah, and now I mean you're losing to the Canadiens.
Honestly, dude, I think they just kind of maybe hit a rough patch at this point.
Utah Jazz game overlook.
Yeah,
Utah
Jazz
game overlook perhaps. Yeah, I don't know. Of course, and again, I mean, you can't knock the Canadiens for playing pretty well. I mean, scoring 5 goals in a game. Got to be maybe happening. Maybe the second time this season.
Yeah. Like it just really caught me by surprise.
Yeah, no, definitely caught. I would say most people by surprise.
Weren't the Canadiens supposed to be good this year?
I mean, they made the Cup final last year,
or was it a fluke?
But they lost guys.
They lost guys. It was a little bit of a fluke, and then now they're just falling.
Yeah.
And then one other game from yesterday that really caught me off guard, and not the fact that they lost, but how they lost. Calgary beating Florida 5-1. Calgary at home where, they have played well before and giving up a couple of goals to Mohanen, one on a power play. But it's like at 26-8, I mean, I guess it's just like law of averages. You're going to have a bad night. I just thought Florida wouldn't have this much of a problem with Calgary.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Calgary's good. I think their record doesn't really show how good they are. I mean, Johnny Gaudreau is really good. He's a phenomenal skater. He had 4 assists last night. He had a +2 rating on the ice. Of course, great playmaker. And I mean, he didn't even score. I mean, he was obviously a very unselfish player. Giving the opportunity to Chachuk and Monahan as well. So I mean, you got to give it to them. I mean, a little surprised the Panthers weren't able to score more than one goal. But yeah, I think they gave up a lot of power plays and stuff like that. So they were down, probably lack of possession in most of the game. So, I mean, it is what it is. I wouldn't think much of it.
Yeah.
For the Panthers.
And it's almost like the same thing with the Hurricanes 7-1 over the Bruins.
Right.
I mean, oh, the sky's falling in Boston now. I mean, they're going to be just fine. They got the vets. Was surprised, too, that the Sabres got off the schneid against the Senators 3-1.
I know. I was pulling for you, dude.
I know. And it was tied 1-1 after 2.
I know.
But the Sabres, for them, get a much-needed win. Exciting game in Philadelphia as the Islanders in a shootout over the Flyers.
Yeah, bud.
Islanders on a run now.
Yeah, they are on a nice run. We talked about how good they were supposed to be coming into the season. Obviously, they were not, but now they're kind of hitting full stride. Their goalies are both goalies are looking really good. Barzal is kind of coming around again too. He's such a phenomenal young talent. And yeah, I think he has a bright future. And I think if the Islanders come and build a little more around him, they can be a very consistent, competitive team.
I mean, they want in the worst way to pack that new UBS arena for playoff hockey.
I was just gonna say, are they at the new arena?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
I wonder how the parking situation is going though. I've heard nightmares about
Have you?
to and from. Yeah. Makes sense though, because
Where is it?
It's in Elmont, New York.
Oh, okay.
I know, the Belmont has tons of issues with
Right.
that. I mean, obviously more people go there. But it seems like all these new stadiums, I hear that about SoFi in LA, same thing with the just traffic and all that. But if you're in an area where there's a lot of people, I mean, it's just, there's an event where there's 30,000, that's just a product of, the environment. It's going to happen.
Oh yeah, of course, dude.
You kind of pumped to just check out the arena? I mean, no, obviously you're not an Islanders fan, but just to see it.
Honestly, any type of professional hockey is a lot of fun to watch, and of course, I do know the Islanders.
Yeah.
So yeah, of course, new arena.
Yeah.
Let's do it, dude.
Yeah, definitely be fun to check out. So tonight, short slate, Tony. So what we're gonna have to do here is we'll each pick one, and then we'll have a common game after that.
Mm-hmm.
But the floor is yours.
Oh boy, a common game, huh, dude? All right, so all right, I have a feeling what the common game is going to be. So I'm gonna pick the Avalanche over the Ducks tonight. 10:00 TNT. Kadri has been nasty. I think he had a hat trick the last game out. He has 49 points in the season, 14 goals, 35 assists. Although the Ducks have had some success with Terry and Zegras right now as well. I think the Avalanche's offense is going to overpower the Ducks. I don't think their defense will be able to keep up with them. I say the Avalanche win this one 4-2.
Yeah, I can see it. And the Ducks, it's a shame. I feel like they hit like a hot streak, and now they've kind of tapered a little bit, almost to the point where they're still going to be in the playoff picture in a month.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Obviously, they're going to have to. I mean, I think it's very much still in their control.
Yeah,
they're just going to have to win games, is what it is.
Right, exactly. In Colorado, tough opponent.
Right.
Kadri. I mean, does he lead the league in assists? I mean, he's got to be.
No, I don't think so.
Or Draisaitl probably is up there as well.
So. I think he has 39.
But yeah, that just pops off the page in terms of a lot of assists, and I think a lot of times in hockey too, that's an underrated part of the game. People kind of overlook that. They just want to know, who leads the league in goals, and but an assist is just as important as a goal when it comes down to it.
Huberdeau does for Florida, 38.
Okay, but he didn't. That didn't help them.
Wait, no, that's not true. Hold on. Oh wait, no, yeah, I think it is. Never mind, dude. The stats today. Doing it to me too. Yeah, assists is 38. But for some reason, when you look at it on Google, because I went to the website instead, like on the stat line, it says games played, 38.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't make any.
But that is how many assists he has. It's 38.
There's no way that means goals produced, does it?
Never heard that before.
Never heard it, but right. I mean, if you had to make.
Well, it's like when you click on, if you had to make sense of it, but when you click on the link, then it says assists right there. I don't allow cookies.
Yeah, I mean, kind of interesting.
Yeah. So,
wait, what website was that though?
It was covers.com.
Covers.com. Just out of curiosity, I'm just looking at ESPN.com here.
I can do NHL reference too. It says, who
plus minus save percentage. like, jeez. I mean, I don't like this ESPN format here.
Yeah, I don't honestly. ESPN's format kind of sucks for
It
stats.
sucks.
It really is kind of bad.
They're just going points, goals, and minus. But
I was gonna ask, is there a website that gives you all stats for all sports or no?
One website? I don't
Yeah.
think so.
That'd be sick.
I guess. Well, besides ESPN,
yeah,
but they're never
They're
good
not
at
good.
it.
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
not
yeah.
good.
yeah, I don't even know. Yeah,
Because I know you guys go to like basketball, whatever.
Right.
Yeah,
friends.
basketball, NHL. Like technically, I guess those are all the same parent.
Those are all
Company,
intertwined,
right?
but they're
They're
Different.
separate
It's
websites.
separate site. But so this leads into for me here. I'm doing something a little different and kind of a Sam Darnold
Going to work now, fellas. I love you. Love you too.
Bye, Mom. Love you.
Kind of a law of averages situation here, Tony. And if my whole thing here, if the Canadiens can beat the Stars, the Coyotes can beat the Devils. I think it's going to be a combination of Keller and Kessel tonight in New Jersey as the Coyotes defeat the Devils 5-4. Kessel, the game winner, chugs a couple beers on ice, shirt off. And you think the fans at the Prudential start throwing stuff at him or no?
In Jersey, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would do that.
They may riot.
Yeah. I mean, it's a shame too because the Devils, better play recently.
Right.
But
come to a screeching halt.
Yeah.
Per Phil Kessel.
and what do you think about for the Coyotes? I'm expecting a better game tonight out of Vejmelka. I mean, tough numbers this year, but I mean, do you think eventually he's going to be pretty good or?
Yeah. Didn't he? I think he had just a shutout recently. Or he had like a 38 save night where he made some crazy saves or something like that.
It's 46 or 45 saves against Toronto.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. We were just talking about it a few days ago. Yeah, dude. I mean, I think, his numbers again don't reflect how good he is because I mean he's sitting there behind Arizona's defense, who are trash.
Right.
So, but yeah, I think, give him some more time. I mean, definitely had the ability is there for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe a change of scenery.
What's your thoughts? Is that going out on the limb or crazier things have happened?
That
them winning tonight.
No, I think crazier things have happened.
Yeah, exactly. So, but on to our game that we have penciled in, circled. We've been waiting days and days and days, and we get it on national TV. It's the first game of that TNT doubleheader, 7:30. The Maple Leafs visit the Garden. It's Matthews, it's Tavares, it's Fox, it's Kreider. Did you see Zibanejad won the player vote and then is refusing to go to the All-Star game? He's going to get suspended.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I mean, geez, and I thought Rob Manfred did a bad job.
Yeah, I don't know honestly what the deal is with that. I don't know. It's obviously the league is coming from the place where it's like, oh, you were voted in by the fans. So you got to go. The fans want to see you there. But it's a little. I'm sure the fine is like a slap on the wrist anyway. So.
But a game suspension.
Oh, there's a game suspension too.
Yeah,
still?
that's hurting the team. I don't know, man. I don't agree with that at all. No other game sport does that.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, just one game. But it's like imagine doing that in the NBA. All the pushback. I mean, Adam Silver would never even think about doing that.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
But just historically, I mean, do the players value the All-Star game typically in the NHL?
I would say maybe 4 years ago they did. I forget when they did. Because now it's just 3-on-3 hockey.
Yeah,
the game actually. And then there's the skills competition too, which is pretty cool. But I would say they value it a little less now that it's 3-on-3 hockey. It's not really that serious, obviously. And also I feel a player like Zibanejad who's been there quite a few times already. What does he care?
Right. Right. I mean, that's definitely true for sure.
Especially 3-on-3 is whack.
And I'm sure the fact that they're not allowed to go to the Olympics, I'm sure some players are ticked off.
Okay.
Yeah. Why go to the All-Star game? Not allowed to go to the Olympics. I don't care.
Yeah, but dude, I mean, you can't go to the Olympics and then get stuck there for 2 weeks and then your team has to forfeit all their game or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just I understand
that too. But they should have at least let it up to the teams themselves to figure it out or something.
Yeah, but I get it because the opportunity only comes around so often.
Once every 4 years, Barnes.
Yeah. So a 4-day layoff here for the Rangers. They've won 3 out of their last 4. The last game against the Flyers, a 3-2 victory. And you look at the Rangers as far as the injury report's concerned, it looks like they're fully healthy.
Yeah.
Which, they haven't been much of this season. Guys in and out. Not that there's been a ton of injuries, but at full strength here and against a Maple Leafs team that was one of the best records in the NHL at 24-9. And this is going to be a really good goalie matchup as well. Campbell and Shesterkin, two of the better goalies in the league in terms of goals against as well. And I understand it that the Maple Leafs would be favored, but is it just me? And I know, of course, Ranger bias, can come into this, but minus 160 is a little steep here, no?
I would say, yeah, dude. Like, why are they so favored?
It doesn't make sense at the end of the day. It just doesn't. I mean, that Toronto, I don't know, is flashy. Is that what it is? Like, I don't.
I guess because they've been really good as of late.
And I mean, they did beat the Rangers 2-1, but both of the games were 2-1 that they played the last time.
Yeah, it's weird. Minus 160 is odd.
Do you think there's trap written on it?
I guess, but yeah. I don't know. It's weird to me. So what? They want you to bet Rangers?
Yeah, because they think, we know something. The Maple Leafs are better. But I'm sorry, there has been nothing this season that has pointed to the fact it could be parallel. That's fine, but that the Maple Leafs are that much better. Let alone
this game. Honestly, could go in any single direction. I feel like there's really no way to pinpoint where it could be a blowout by either team. It could be a really close win by either team. I mean, we've seen the Rangers have some a lack of offense game. We've seen the Maple Leafs lose to the Coyotes
right
a couple nights ago. So again, like anything could be possible here. Yeah, it's weird. Minus 160. So this is a game we're splitting, huh?
Yeah,
you're picking Rangers.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see you picking Maple Leafs. Are you really?
Don't I have to if you pick the Rangers?
No. Remember, because we did the Coyotes.
Yeah. All right. So we're both going doubling down.
Scores could be different though. I'm just curious where you got penciling in there. 6 is the total.
6 is the total.
Last 2 times it went to 3.
Yeah. I want to say Rangers win in regulation 5-4.
5-4. So we get some offense, some juice.
Lots of offense. Let's go.
While there is a lot of offensive talent on both teams, like I mentioned, Campbell and Shesterkin, what they've done this year, and of course they're not playing these type of offenses every game. But I think they're going to show up again, and actually, I think we're going to go a third 2-1 game. The Rangers win. Chris Kreider power play within the last 3 minutes of the game. Rangers win the game and salvage that last game of the season series against Maple Leafs, or do they have one more?
I think they have one more.
Okay,
4.
Wait,
3.
I
don't think so. I think this is the last.
Okay, so you don't want to get swept.
Yeah, no, you don't.
And I hope we get this matchup in the playoffs. I mean, it wouldn't surprise either of us, I would say, if this was the Eastern Conference Final.
No, definitely not, dude. Yeah, 2 great teams. 2 teams on a good roll. Potentially could be.
And, we were talking about assists, too. I was just looking at this. Fox, 34.
4th in the league.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
That's a lot for a defenseman, no?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it depends on what type of defenseman you are. Fox he gets into a lot of plays.
Right.
But, you figure defenseman, especially when you're set up in your offensive zone, I mean, you're hanging at the blue line. More often than not, you're touching the puck. You're either the first or the secondary assist. So it's not unheard of for a good defenseman, to have a lot of assists.
And I forgot the names, but I know the question. It was actually on Stump Rothenberg this morning. They were doing like the all-time leader for defensemen goals per game. Who was second, and he got it. Like the guy said, who was first?
Is it Erik Karlsson?
No. It's somebody.
Burns. Someone way back in the day, 1930 something.
And maybe not 30 something, but it's not nobody like active.
Really active.
Retired.
Who was it? Do you know?
I feel like Ray Bork a defenseman. I feel like I don't know if he's first. He must be first, second, or third. I know that.
He currently holds the record for most career goals, assists, and points. Wow, by a defenseman. So he's the current holder.
Ray Bork?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he asked who the second person is?
But they're saying just goals per game only.
Right.
who
on
was
average.
second in the name. It was
Right,
some
who was
weird
second?
name.
Yeah.
But he got it right away. Believe it or not,
Unbelievable.
he tried to get help from Rick, and Rick didn't like really. He's like, "Oh yeah, I have a story about that guy." Every day he said, "Oh, I have a story about that guy," and then just didn't give him anything. But all I could say, Tony, is I am pumped that the Rangers are back. It seemed like it was way longer than 4 days.
I know, right? We were talking about that yesterday too.
So I think this is a big game for them. And I just hope, they continue the play that they've had up to this point in this season. And especially I just think it's been good because they have Shesterkin, has been out a decent amount. Gorgiev, we've mentioned how he's stepped up when he's needed to. It's just those are the type of things that you need in a team that's expected to compete for a championship. And they do that on a night in, night out basis. And I just think nothing to scoff about there.
No, not at all, dude. I mean, I think we're heading in the right direction here.
And the manageable schedule coming up, other than, after tonight, of course, Carolina, but then you get Arizona, LA, Columbus, Minnesota, Seattle, mix in Florida,
right,
and then
Washington,
Florida,
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, then that's kind of a little bit of
a
a tough schedule. Kind of excited. ABC 3:00 on the 26th. Huh?
26th, baby.
So I love these national games.
Yeah,
nice that
Pittsburgh
TNT has a doubleheader.
Tonight, yeah.
So I mean, let's win the President's Cup, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
President's Cup or President's Trophy? Okay, and do they give one for each, or is that the whole league?
The whole league.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. So I'm learning the conch.
No, yeah, of course, dude. There's a lot of There's a lot of trophies, a lot of ridiculous names. It's
you do the best you can.
Yeah, you do the best you can. You gotta do your research.
And that's all you can do.
Yeah.
So enjoy the hockey tonight, and then your favorite topic, Tony. It's time for the PGA Tour. Okay, we're resuming play tomorrow in La Quinta, California, the American Express at PGA West. And this is an interesting format. Actually, 3 different courses will be used throughout the tournament. So, a lot of different angles, to look at this one. And a decent amount of big names, in this tournament, because there also is a tournament for the European Tour in Abu Dhabi this week as well. But we're still getting, like I mentioned to you the other day, Rahm. We have Mickelson, we have Patrick Reed, Justin Rose, Tony Finau, Patrick Cantley, Jason Day, as well as a sleeper straight from Solo Locks on Twitter, Adam Hadwin, Canadian. And then your guy, Harold Varner, the third, is also in the tournament. So a lot of names out there. Obviously Rahm is one, that stands out. But it's funny though, because you look at these tournaments and I feel like every time you could go, okay, who's the best golfer? Okay, I'm gonna pick that one. And it's like that it usually doesn't correlate like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
You can't just go chalk in these type of things. So hey, I'm excited to watch this one, but I'm curious, after Higgs last week, the missed cut, where you kind of go. Do you go a bigger name, somebody you're familiar with?
Yeah, if you're not going Higgs again, dude, really disappointed in him. But it is what it is, dude.
Mike's guy, Ricky Fowler.
I was gonna say Ricky Fowler's gonna be there.
Former Masters champion Zach Johnson.
Tony Finau.
Tony Finau, model of consistency.
He is very consistent player. I kind of enjoy it. I guess I go Finau.
Dude, it's funny. I have to admit, Tony, I'm not going to do it now, but I was considering taking him, just so you know. So, I'm going to go a little out of the box here. And this is really I can only imagine what his odds are, because he's just been very up and down. And, after winning the PGA Championship a while back, Jason Day, the Australian, has been number 1 before, has really fallen out of the top 100. And I just think, he's from California, since he relocated, obviously, from Australia. So I just think this is a place he's comfortable in. This is the environment. And I say Jason Day wins this tournament. I can't even remember the last time he won a tournament. You have these guys, they go 10 years sometimes without winning tournaments. I mean, we've mentioned it so many times. It's so hard to win a golf course, to win a golf tournament. And he tees off 11:50 Eastern tomorrow. But Jason Day hoists that trophy come Sunday.
How do we think Phil's going to do?
Phil, it could go either way. But
top 5?
No, I think he misses the cut.
Oh,
but then he'll contend in the major this year. But he's, I mean, I think that literally the tournament after he won the PGA, he missed a cut, and then I think the Open Championship, which was the major after he won the PGA, missed the cut there. So it's like, but then he'll win on the senior tour. He's just all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at the end of the day, Tony, that is what it is, right?
Yeah.
I mean, do you think he wins on tour this year?
I do.
Yeah. Major or no?
Yeah, absolutely. Rises to the occasion.
That would be nuts to go back to back at over 50 years old. I mean, something we'll never see. And looking at Day here too, hasn't played since the QBE shootout back on December 12th. But he did tie third there. So I think he's looking to really put himself back on the map, as a former major winner. And I just wanted to take one look here. So last year, tons of missed cuts. He had one top 10 at the Houston Open. And he did not play this tournament last year. So I think, he's due to have some solid footing.
Right.
And then we also have former Open champion Francisco Molinari, a guy who missed some of the majors last year, he's kind of been out of the limelight. So he's another guy that could contend. And I just love ESPN Plus now. We get full coverage all 4 days on there. It used to be you have to pay for a subscription service. So now, anytime I want, put on the golf. Right?
Barnes living the dream over there.
Michael, does Ricky Fowler finally win one?
Gosh, I don't know. I was hoping you were gonna say something good about our lefty.
Phil?
Yeah.
I mean, the advanced age, but I have to say, for someone his age, he's really kept us. I mean, how many 50-year-olds are in shape to be able to play this consistently, have the same swing, not miss a lot of time?
I was gonna say, he hasn't really struggled with like injuries.
I remember one injury, literally one injury.
I think I see him on the copper sleeve commercial for his arthritis. That's right.
Yeah. Him and Brett Favre.
Oh my God, that commercial with Brett Favre playing.
Yeah.
There's who else saw that commercial? There's like a receiver on it.
Fuck. It's not
Moss.
No. It's not what's his name from Detroit.
Calvin Johnson?
Yeah, it's not him. No, I know what you're saying.
Donald Driver?
I'm gonna look those up right here.
Greg Jennings.
No. Commercial. Brett Favre. Oh, let's see, dude. Who's in the Copper Fit commercial? Brett Favre. No, Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice.
It's unbelievable. They're playing like tackle football with like old dudes, and it's like, but there's no pads, obviously, and it's just like the two of them against like regular people, and like it's just really embarrassing.
Dude. Talk commercials.
It's so bad, bro.
Where I'm coming from here,
and like Jerry Rice has like the copper like abdomen sleeve on,
like he needs it.
It looks like a waist trainer, and it's just and he's like,
I don't know why I never not as a player, but just as a person. I
never
really really liked Jerry Rice.
I'm sort of indifferent towards him, I guess. I mean, he hasn't done anything bad to me.
He just when he used to be on ESPN, Randy Moss in the last game I think he ever played in with the Niners when they lost Super Bowl to the Ravens. He said before the game that he thinks he's the best receiver of all time, and then Jerry Rice flipped out and just said all this stuff, and it's just you know what, just maybe your numbers are better, but Randy Moss, ability-wise, probably was more talented than you. So just sit down a second,
Wow, dude.
That's why I've never been a big Jerry guy.
He's very boring too.
Yeah,
the way he talks.
That's why he's not on ESPN anymore.
Monotone.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
But other than that, fellas, anything?
I got one thing.
What do we got?
Yesterday, 17 hours ago.
Jeremy
Grant, Sadiq Bey, Kelly Olynyk, and a first round were offered. Do you know to who?
The Lakers.
The 76ers for Ben Simmons.
Wow.
And they said, sit down. They're being picky with this trade.
Interesting.
They want top value, but all I can say
Lakers are a top contender for Grant, though. Knicks as well.
But I would trade Grant straight up for Simmons. Honestly, I think imagine Grant on the Sixers.
I know.
And I think Simmons is like kind of a question mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
But I saw a comment, which was a great comment. Sixers should have done this deal in a heartbeat. Chris Teresi says this. You have a scorer in Grant, a big who could stretch the floor in Olynyk, and then an up-and-coming 3-and-D guy.
And Sadiq.
Yeah. And then a future first-round pick.
That's insane.
Yeah, and they didn't do it.
Daryl Morey, man.
What are they looking for?
I know.
They want Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, like
that's literally what they want.
They're not. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Like imagine that team with this. We were just talking about the Sixers. Imagine that team with those guys.
Yeah. I mean, it would just take him to a whole nother level.
Yeah. But I hope he goes to either the Sixers or the Lakers, to be honest.
Yeah. Hopefully not the Lakers, though.
You don't want Grant?
Oh, I thought you meant Simmons.
No,
Simmons.
Grant.
Yes, all day.
Welcome.
Grant. All day. But it starts tonight. It's Tony will be wrong as the Lakers are going to beat the Pacers.
Wrong.
Tony's going to be wrong. Anything else, Tony?
I'm really enjoying that sweatshirt you got going on.
Really?
Yeah, it's
nice. Yeah, it's like the name
Spider Tech.
Spider. Like, have you guys heard of that brand? I've never heard of it before.
Is it not North Face? Am I wrong? Is Spider like a?
Could be an offshoot.
I don't know. I have like a black jacket, but it's not as cool as that at all. Like,
yeah, this is actually one of my favorite sweatshirts I've had. Yeah, the zip up sweatshirts are really
it's got the arm zipper too for you on the left arm, which is
you
cool.
Don't see that, cool. And then you got these.
Do you use that a lot?
Different design. I like the pattern on the pockets.
Yep.
And the black outline.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, Tony. Right?
The red accents.
Yeah.
Yes.
For a little variety here.
Yes. Good colors.
On the sports port, but. Another great show, fellas. Appreciate all the comments, the likes, the subscriptions. And everybody, we want you to enjoy your day. Maybe get some merch.
Yeah.
DowntimeTV.com.
It's going to be a nice day.
The YouTube archives. This guy plastered all over it, everywhere you look. And we will see you.
My God.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline.